Welcome to the darkest corners of Ohio, where history and horror intertwine. From haunted asylums to ghostly bridges, these places are filled with restless spirits and chilling encounters. Dare to step inside as we uncover Ohio's 10 most haunted locations, if you're brave enough. 1. Ohio State Reformatory, Mansfield. Deep in Mansfield, Ohio, the looming Ohio State Reformatory stands as a chilling relic of the past. Built in 1886, its towering Gothic architecture hides a dark history of suffering, violence, and death. Inmates lived in appalling conditions, and many never left, at least not in the way they expected. Shadowy figures lurk in the decayed cell blocks, cold whispers echo through empty halls, and visitors report sudden, suffocating dread. The spirit of a warden's wife, tragically shot in their quarters, is said to roam the prison, her presence felt in the eerie silence. Guards and prisoners alike still seem trapped in this labyrinth of despair, their restless souls forever bound to the walls of this forsaken place. 2. Franklin Castle, Cleveland hidden. Beneath the stormy skies of Cleveland, Franklin Castle stands as a monument to sorrow and mystery. Built in the 1880s, its walls whisper tales of tragedy, children perishing under suspicious circumstances, hidden rooms concealing unspeakable horrors, and the tormented cries of the past echoing through its corridors. Visitors report shadowy figures drifting through dimly lit halls, doors slamming without cause, and the chilling laughter of unseen children. Some say the ghost of a grieving mother, her silhouette barely visible in the attic window, still searches for the children she lost. The air inside is thick with an oppressive energy, as if the house itself is alive, waiting, watching, and never at peace. The Ridges, former Athens lunatic asylum, Athens. Once a place of healing, now a relic of madness, the Ridges looms over Athens like a shadow from another time. Opened in 1874, this asylum housed the mentally ill, the forgotten, and the unwanted. Many never left. The most chilling tale is that of Margaret Schilling, a patient who vanished for weeks before her lifeless body was found in an abandoned ward. To this day, her imprint remains, an eerie stain on the floor that refuses to fade. Visitors hear whispers in the empty hallways, doors creak open on their own, and ghostly figures flicker in the moonlight. It is as if the asylum still breathes, holding on to the spirits of those who were left behind, their suffering eternally trapped within its walls. 4. Buxton Inn, Granville. Since 1812, the Buxton Inn has stood as a silent witness to time, its walls steeped in history and hauntings. Once a refuge for travelers, now it harbors restless spirits who refuse to leave. Guests awaken to the chilling sensation of unseen eyes watching them. Footsteps echo through empty hallways, and cold whispers brush against their ears. The most famous specter is the Lady in Blue, believed to be former innkeeper Ethel Bonnie Bunnell. Her shadow drifts through rooms, her perfume lingering in the air long after she vanishes. Others claim to see a ghostly cat prowling the halls. Whether friendly or foreboding, the spirits of the Buxton Inn ensure that those who enter never truly leave, at least not alone. 5. Moonville Tunnel, MacArthur. Deep in the heart of the Ohio woods, shrouded in mist and silence, lies the infamous Moonville Tunnel. Built in the mid-1800s for a now-forgotten railway, it became the site of countless tragedies, crushed workers, lost wanderers, and doomed lovers. But one spirit refuses to rest. The legend speaks of a railroad brakeman struck down by an oncoming train, his lantern still swinging in the darkness. Those who dare enter at night report an eerie glow deep within the tunnel, footsteps echoing when no one is there, and whispers drifting through the damp air. Some say if you listen closely, you can hear the distant wail of a train that no longer runs, carrying the souls of the lost through the endless night. 6. South Bass Island Lighthouse, Put-in-Bay. Perched on the edge of Lake Erie, the South Bass Island Lighthouse stands as a lonely sentinel against the crashing waves. But beneath its picturesque facade lies a chilling history. In the late 1800s, a keeper met a tragic end, falling from the tower under mysterious circumstances. Since then, eerie shadows appear against the lantern room, footsteps echo where no one walks, and a cold presence lingers in the air. Visitors report ghostly whispers carried by the wind, as if the lake itself murmurs secrets of the past. Some say the keeper's spirit remains, bound forever to the lighthouse, watching, waiting, his tragic fate replaying in an endless, spectral loop. 7. Malabar Farm State Park. Lucas, beneath the rolling hills and peaceful landscape of Malabar Farm, lies a darkness that refuses to fade. Once home to famed author Louis Bromfield, the land holds a chilling secret: the legend of Celie Rose. In the late 1800s, Celie, a troubled young girl, poisoned her entire family to be with the man she loved. But love never came, only death. Her restless spirit is said to haunt the farm, wandering the grounds in eternal sorrow. Visitors report flickering lights, sudden cold spots, and the distant cries of a girl whispering, "I didn't mean to." On moonlit nights, a shadowy figure is seen near the old house, waiting, watching, forever trapped in the nightmare of her own making. 8. Fudge Road Bridge, Gratis. A lonely bridge hidden deep in the Ohio countryside, Fudge Road Bridge is more than just a passage. It's a gateway to something sinister. Locals whisper of the Crybaby Bridge legend, where a desperate mother once drowned her child beneath the murky waters. Now, on quiet nights, the sound of a baby's wail drifts through the air, chilling even the bravest souls. Some claim to see shadowy figures lurking just beyond the tree line, watching, waiting. Car engines stall, radios crackle with ghostly whispers, and an unseen force presses against those who linger too long. Whether it's the mother searching for her lost child or something far darker, one thing is certain: Fudge Road Bridge never lets its visitors leave unchanged. 9. Lima Tuberculosis Hospital, Lima abandoned and crumbling. The Lima Tuberculosis Hospital stands as a decaying monument to suffering. Once filled with the dying and the desperate, its halls now echo with whispers of the past. Shadows flicker in empty rooms, and a chilling presence lingers where patients drew their final breath. The most feared entity is the man in the hall, a dark figure seen standing motionless before vanishing into the walls. Visitors report sudden cold spots, distant coughing, and the eerie sensation of unseen hands brushing against them. Some say the spirits of the forgotten still wander, forever trapped between life and death, waiting for a cure that never came. The air is thick with sorrow, as if the hospital itself still breathes. 10. Old Licking County Jail, Newark. Behind the cold iron bars of the old Licking County Jail, echoes of agony still linger. Built in 1889, This fortress of suffering housed murderers, thieves, and the damned, some of whom never left. The most chilling tale is that of Carl Etherington, a prohibition officer lynched by an angry mob right inside the jail. His screams are said to still haunt the air, his ghostly figure appearing in the darkness of his old cell. Visitors report whispers creeping through empty corridors, doors slamming with violent force, and unseen hands brushing against their skin. Some say the jail itself breathes, feeding on the torment of those who perished within its walls. And once you step inside, it never truly lets you go. These are just some of the many haunted places hiding in Ohio's shadows. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories and sightings continue to send shivers down the spines of those who visit. Would you dare explore them yourself? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying tales.